Okay. Hi, everybody. I really want to show off Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe is something I made yesterday, and it was after I did all my errands. It was like, you know what? I put this off long enough. I know there's a power outage coming up. I know it's winter. I know that there's lots of reasons why I need to have this made. I made an all-purpose heater, and it's a portable design, and it's not something that people should toy around with. You know, fire safety, please. If you're not old enough to play with fire, don't. If you don't know about alcohol, candles, oils, wood, all that stuff, don't mess around with this at all. With that in mind, don't do what I do. Okay. Well, anyhow, this is Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe is something that I've created yesterday, and he is a heater with an open bottom handle on the back. I have him currently sitting inside a cake pan with special round flat river rocks, just to add as heated insulation, because on the inside here, yeah, they're starting to cool off. I did a little experiment earlier because I figured this would be like number one. They're still a little warm. But I put 10 tea light candles on the inside and the bottom to see how much of a heat I could get put out of 10 tea light candles inside this design. It works, but depending on the size of the area, it's not the greatest. Now, if you wanted to hug up to this, it works. Definitely works. But this is designed to be a heater for extreme cases. You could put wood on the inside, candles, homemade, store-bought. You could, in the event you would need to, I'm sure you could burn coals in here. I do not suggest to burn nothing but coals for an extended amount of time in this particular one that I just did, because after all, this is galvanized steel. It's going to get hot. It's not made to really do long, hard term. But in the situation of a desire, need, this is something that will work. Better material, you could burn things in it better. Naturally, this is something I rigged up myself from the local hardware store. Went out, bought all the pieces, put it all together myself, played around with a few different designs. I was kind of going to go with the square bottom. It was going to look like a little bit of a small house with a really large chimney. And said, you know what? No, that's not what I want. I want something that's a little bit better, something I can control heat. So I played around with all kinds of things, and then I came up with this design. Even bought a damper, did the whole damper stuff myself, put it all, whatnot. Had help from the wonderful people at the hardware to help put this together as far as pre-drilling holes. I didn't have to have a drill. They totally helped with doing that for me. So I pretty much left with it assembled, and yeah, it looked like I had a gap there. So I pretty much left with everything assembled, and voila. So the first thing I've burned in it so far have been the candles. Now I'm going to step it up to see how my little containers do. These are going to be for little fast hot burns. See how well they do, how long they last, if at all. These are little ones, and then I have one a little bit bigger up. And then I have long term. This right here, you catch other people doing, but the nice thing is if you take off the damper, this whole thing fits in there really easy. And in here, I've seen people burn just straight rubbing alcohol. I suggest doing what other people did for safety measures. Go ahead and be safe. Get some cheap toilet paper. That's what I bought this for, just to stick it in here and to try some other ones. That way, if there was an accident, you're not going to have a bunch of spilt flammable liquids. This is going to help hold it inside here, which is going to make it so much more safer. That's the biggest reason I did this, was because it was going to make this safer. Now let's say I was doing like this extreme burn and I'm on the move walking with this for some reason. I'm out and about and I'm out with this, since there is a little bit, so it's about the same size right here, the gap size going around, you would just take like some aluminum foil, stick it down in there, or some rocks or something, would stop this from shifting. Not like it would really cause a lot of damage if it did, but it would just help keep it center. And it's, again, because of the toilet paper, it's going to be a little bit safer. That is the overall thought for this. It would have been nice if I had like half size of this can. That would have been a beautiful concept, but I could not find any smaller. This was the smallest one I could find. This will get the job done. And then the damper helps, you know, control the airflow. I'll do a small test in a second with toilet paper and alcohol. A bunch of toilet paper, super tight, should be quite absorbent. Rubbing alcohol, 70%. I want to try to get this pretty wet. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see inside here at all. But I'm trying to make it quite moist. Okay, so let's go ahead and get Uncle Joe emptied out from the candles and get ready to set up for rubbing alcohol. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I got the small container filled with toilet paper, not the cotton swab, which I also have. So I have to try one of each, and then I got the lid so I can snuff it out if I need to. I'm going to go ahead and take this nice and full, set it right inside the center. And depending, I got these. Apparently I don't grab that well. Okay, that'll be the safest way right there. If I gotta snuff it out, I just take this. I'll go right in. Okay, so I got stuff to snuff it out if I need to. So, right inside here, I'm all set up to go with that, so I'm going to go ahead and put my damper back in, put my turnkey on, so we're getting ready to turn on Uncle Joe. Ready? All right, let's go ahead and find out. Oh, you see her? She's blue. Quite a pretty little flame in there, huh? Wonder if I can go ahead and slow it down a little. I'm dancing in there. You've seen all that flame. This ain't even hot. This ain't hot. Still barely smell the alcohol. I'm gonna go ahead and put a cap on that. That might be a loss, people. Okay. Quite fluid filled. Not gonna spill, but very wet. Let's go ahead and give rubbing alcohol and cotton swabs a try. Already burning different, flame and all. Seems much more stable on flame. It got brighter. Just a soaking cotton ball. Seems to be producing a much bigger flame. Like a tornado going on there. See how it's like twirling? One more thing for Uncle Joe here. Two cotton balls just kind of ripped up. I'm going to fill this up with rubbing alcohol. I'm going to fill this up with rubbing alcohol, put it in here, and give it a light. Here we go, Uncle Joe. This one should be good. And as I'm sure you can tell, it's putting off quite a bit this way. And I can heat much more, much faster, much longer doing this particular one. Quite a bit of heat coming up the front here. Alright, so I got Uncle Joe outside, and I'm going to go ahead and fire him back up. It took right off. Wow, that's pushing up a lot of heat around here. Uncle Joe's burning pretty good. Wasn't sure if I was going to see flames coming up the top after I closed it up, if it was going to cause it to shoot up more. So a little bit jumping up there. I don't know if you can see. You probably can on the camera. I can't see it, but the heat wave coming around, it's pretty big. This put off quite a bit of heat. So apparently I'm getting told my storage is full. This is working really nice. And it could definitely be warm around this right here, I'll tell you what. This all in all did a beautiful job. And I'm going to let it burn. Smoke's hitting it, sizzling right off. Woo! That shut that flame right up. Well, Uncle Joe's burning pretty good. I could definitely see you heating a large room with this right here. Because the amount of heat coming off this out here is like incredible for as cold as it is. So this is just doing a remarkable job. Uncle Joe is a success. Great little added survival tool and a must-have for anyone down on their luck.